Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I'm going to do a video which I don't usually do. I'm correcting Nick's strength and power. That's what today's theme is about. In particular, I'm correcting his video, the information that he gave, and that is Arnold's first bodybuilding victory. Now, this video I've been meaning to do for a while. He actually posted, that is Nick from Nick's Strength and Power, posted this video, Arnold's first bodybuilding victory, about 10 months ago, and I only saw it a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, well, when I saw it, I wasn't I wasn't happy with the fact that he got the information wrong. Now, first, I want to just say that I'm a big fan of Nick's Strength and Power. I really enjoy the channel. I'm a subscriber, of course. I love the fact that he covers old school bodybuilding as well as commentating on modern bodybuilding, although I don't support modern bodybuilding. But I really enjoy his channel because he actually does give mostly very accurate information, and he's quite entertaining in the reporting that he does, and he's done very well for himself. So kudos where kudos are earned. But I have to say that the information he gave about Arnold winning his first major contest, and I'll just repeat what he said. On record, he says, on record, the earliest I guess information on record on Arnold Schwarzenegger competing and winning a tournament was the Junior Mr. Europe in 1965, and this is wrong. He also mentions in the video that the competition was held in the Steierhof Hotel in Graz, Austria. That is also wrong. The photos from this competition, if he's claiming that they are from 1965, from the Junior Mr. Europe competition, that is also a wrong statement. And what he does say, though, that the photos are from the Steierhof Hotel, yes, they are, but the 1965 Junior Mr. Europe was not held in Graz, Austria. It was not held in the Steierhof Hotel. The fact that he says that Arnold won this competition at the age of 17, is also wrong, because he won the Junior Mr. Europe at the age of 18, not 17. Although these photos are taken of him when he was 17. Is it his first major competition? Again, quote unquote from Nick Strength. Is it his first major competition win? First major competition win, you could argue yes and no, because Junior Mr. Europe being an international competition, one could say that is definitely a major competition win. But let's get to the facts. Arnold, his first actual competition win was the Junior Mr. Austria, and from what I know, and let's get to the facts now. On record, Der Muskelbuilder actually covers the competition that was held on April 1964. Here is the information. As I said, I own all these magazines, so I would be able to give you accurate information. That's what you get at the Golden Era Bookworm, always accurate information. Here is Arnold at a very young age. I'm assuming he's only 16, because it was held in April and his birthday's in August, and he was born in 1947. So he wouldn't have turned in 1964 on April. He wouldn't have turned 17. He would have still been 16. That was his first competition that he actually entered. He came third in the Mr. Steiermark, which is Mr. Styria. The Mr. Hercules, he also came third. Sorry, in the Mr. Styria, I correct myself. Sorry, he came fourth. In the Mr. Hercules, he came third, and in the Mr. Austria, he also came third. But during that competition, according to Albert Busek, and that is actually reported here in this particular magazine, that's why I had it in the first place, he actually won on that day the Junior Mr. Austria. And I'll just turn to the article, which is called The Young Giant. In this particular article, printed in May 1967, with Arnold on the cover, obviously, it gives his story up to his presence in the Mr. Universe in London in 1966. And here he actually, Albert Busek describes him winning the Junior Mr. Austria in April 1964 at the age of 16, on record, in 2 magazines now, in Der Muskelbilder and in Man's World, May 1967. Now, I would say that winning a Mr. Austria, junior or senior, would also be a major competition win, because Arnold did enter other little competitions here and there, but I would say that a national championship is definitely a major competition win. To continue, this was actually held in Graz, Austria. Yes, it was, and so that competition was held in Graz, Austria, not the Junior Mr. Europe in 1965. Now, Arnold's second competition win on record, given in Der Muskelbilder 1936, was the Mr. Styria, as shown here. Clearly, it is said here that he won at 17 years of age the Mr. Styria competition. The photos that Nick from Nick Strength and Power shows are actually from the Mr. Styria competition that he won at the age of 17, and that was also held in Graz, Austria. So I'm sorry, Nick, you're incorrect in your details and in your information there. I'm pretty sure that Nick got all these photos and information from, I looked on the internet, from a CNN report that says something like, it was titled something like Arnold Schwarzenegger before he was famous, or before he was the Terminator, or something like that. And the photos are crystal clear. They're all taken by Albert Busek, and they're really great photos. But unfortunately, they are all, or most of them, are from Arnold's second competition, major competition, which was the Mr. Styria early on in 1965. Actually, that competition from Mr. Styria was in the spring of 1965, which would have been around, I would say, April or May of 1965, and that was, as I said, this particular Mr. Styria competition. Again, Arnold there was only 17. That was Arnold's second major win, international win. The third competition that Arnold, I would say, the third major competition win, was his international debut in the Junior Mr. Europe 1965. Now, that is actually also on record in Der Muskelbilder number 36, where basically the whole magazine is dedicated to this win, because Arnold becomes a star after winning this competition. There he is winning, and this competition was actually held, yes, in 1965, you're right about that, Nick, but it was held in Stuttgart, Germany, not in Graz, Austria, so that is incorrect. And this was, I would say, his third major competition win, not his first. What else? I guess here are more photos of Arnold winning. He's got his head down there, not paying attention. And I guess this is probably my favorite photo of this particular magazine. Arnold in his very famous mantis pose at such a young age, posing in the Junior Mr. Europe. Of course, I'm linking all my previous videos of these, of my coverage of these particular wins, these early wins by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've done previous videos on them before. I'm linking them to this particular video, so that you can all see in detail what happened on those nights. So I'm sorry, Nick, I don't mean to start any beef with you or anything like that. As I said, I respect your channel very much. I think you're doing great for the bodybuilding community. I love all your old school videos. Keep them coming. I'm just correcting, and I hope that you appreciate my input on your channel. Maybe you want to talk about it. Maybe you want to remake another video and just correct what you've said, because that's probably what I would do. I know that when I've done videos that are incorrect, I just delete them, because I don't like misinformation being out there at all. It just confuses people. and yeah, I don't think it's right, especially when something that you say and then you find out is wrong. I definitely think that it should be corrected at least. I know you want to keep your viewers happy and not delete videos, so maybe you just want to make a correction. At least that's my recommendation. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe to the Golden Era Bookworm. As you can see, I own a very large collection of magazines, both in German, English, and other languages, and I will always strive to give the most perfect, most accurate information possible. As I said, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.